Amanda. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Hope you're having an awesome day. Thank you for taking a few minutes out of your day to hang out with me. Today's video, we are doing a 3 looks, 1 palette using the 35I Morphe Icy Fantasy palette. I will link my palette showdown video between this palette and the Milani Gilded Pastel palette. I wanted to explore this palette a little bit more because I only used 4 shades, and I figured doing a 3 looks, 1 palette video would help me get a better understanding of this palette and if it's something that I would recommend. But in my last video, I said that I wouldn't because I don't find it that necessary to be in your collection unless if you really like pastels. I don't really find it practical for the average consumer. The only reason why I have it is it's something to review, and yeah, I don't really see myself reaching for it that much. If you haven't already, please subscribe and give this video a like. Let's jump into it. I'm gonna fill my brows in with my Wander Beauty pencil and then prime the eyes with the Urban Decay Potion Primer. Hopefully my mic doesn't pick up the rain. We are having really bad storms right now in February. We are under a severe thunderstorm watch, tornado watch, flash flood warning. I was kind of hoping for snow, but here we are. And I also convinced a few of my friends to come down for a hockey game in March. They're like, you won't stop talking about it. Let's go to a game to find out what it's all about. What to do? I have clean brushes. I'm so excited. I finally cleaned my brushes. Also, I won't be swatching this palette in this video. I already did swatches in my Morphe versus Milani palette. So if you wanted to see what the palette looks like swatch, definitely check out that video. It will be linked in the description box. I'm gonna take this shade right here. There is a lot of kickback. Ooh, and fallout. I'm going to put it on the outer third and inner third of my eyes. We are going to create a halo look. And then I'm gonna dip into this shade right here to put in the center of the halo. Wonder if it would show up better with applying with my finger or with some MAC Fix. I have so much fallout right now on my face. I'm so glad I don't have face makeup right now. I would be super upset. And then I'm gonna go back in with the initial green to help bring and blend it all together. I think I'm gonna take this shade up here to help soften. Maybe it'll help make it look a little bit more blended. Gotta add some eyeliner to my lid and waterline. I'm gonna take this one right here. Inner corner, I think I'm gonna try to take this to help bring out the green a little bit more. I'm gonna take some MAC Fix to help. Almost has more of a blue shift to it. And lastly, mascara. It's funny because I almost wasn't feeling this look as much as I thought I was in my mind until I added the lower lash and inner corner. I definitely think that this worked out very nice on the lower lash. This one looks like it might have more of a brown shift to it, so the fact that it pulled more purple is interesting to me, as well as this green. I see that there are specks of blue, but it definitely went on more blue than I thought it would by looking at it because it looks really green. But I like how that showed up in the inner corners. That's my favorite shade that I have used so far, is this shade. I wasn't expecting that. I definitely felt that this shade was pretty chalky and needed to be built up quite a bit. Same with the shimmer. I was actually very disappointed. I thought it would be a little bit more vibrant than it is on the eyelid. It had so much fallout to it, but the other shades definitely help salvage it a little bit more. My left eye is already acting up and irritated, and we're only on look number 2. I did not use this shade. I used this one, my last one. So I'm gonna take this one, or at least attempt to put it where my lid and crease meet. Still a little chalky, but this one's building up really nice. I think out of all of the pastel-y shades I have used so far, that one has laid down and built up the nicest. Cleaning off all the brushes that I've used, I want to take this Tiffany color for like the outer portion. And I'm thinking to myself now, should I have done them in the reverse or will this be okay? It wants to really show its pigment, but then once you start blending, it fades away. It's working a little bit, still fading away, but working. I'm gonna go back in with this blue to try to help bring it out a little bit more. I like that a lot, actually. Those two colors together. Let's sabotage it next by cutting the crease. I really want to take this shade right here, and I'm definitely going to use MAC Fix. Maybe cutting the crease wasn't the best idea for it. We're just going to have to keep building. I'm gonna go back in with blue to make sure that it and this shade are nice and blended together. Add some eyeliner to the lid and waterline. And then I'm gonna take this light purple right here for the lower lash. I think I'm gonna finish off this look with this shade right here in the inner corner. Lastly, top it off with mascara. I definitely think that this look is my favorite so far. It definitely reminds me of Easter. I really liked how these two shades blended together really nice. It did take some effort because it did initially, when it was being laid down, fade away. And I found myself really packing on the shade and then very, very, very lightly blending it, but I like the end result. And I was not crazy about this shade. It definitely looks like it should be a little bit more pigmented than it is on my lids. I even cut the crease, but even then it's still lacking. I even use MAC Fix. This shade, you can definitely see after dipping your brush into it. It's like a purple with a blue undertone because it almost looks more blue, kind of like how periwinkle pulls. Really actually like that. And then the inner corner was fun. It does have a blue shift to it already, so I liked how that picked up. Let's see if my eyes can just bear with me for one more look. I have mascara all over my fingers. What the hell? I'm taking out my makeup that my mascara smudged down there. That's cool. It looks like I have used this palette a lot from really digging in my brushes to build them up. Nope, this is my fourth look. I'm just gonna clean off my brush. I feel like these brushes are working, creating these looks, so I'm gonna stay consistent. I'm gonna take this shade right here, and I'm just gonna put it all over the crease. Well, that's good to know that the smoky shades have the most pigment to them. All the mattes have so much kick up too. Guess the trick of getting really good smoky eyeshadow shades is a pastel palette. Logic. To clean it up, I'm gonna go in with this shade. This one is gonna be one of those pack, and then try to blend it out. This one is just not showing up, is it? I mean, I can see it where it's mixing in and making the initial shade lighter, but that's not what I want. I want it to smooth out these edges. I didn't expect this palette to really go bam pigment with that one shade. Thought it was gonna fade away like the rest. Lightly go back. Maybe it's not as bad. I don't know. That's something that I realized when I'm applying it and looking into my monitor, it looks like ugh. And then when I start editing, I think to myself, oh, maybe I'm just being so harsh on myself. I'm gonna take this shade right here. Ooh. Smoky eye with a pop of lilac. I learned my lesson not to cut the crease for this look. This is a nice shimmer. I like this a lot. I really like those shades together. I'm gonna take this deeper one right here, just for the outer. Just going to take this a little bit more, help round this out. I feel like I have too much crease space and not enough lid space. Eyeliner again. For the lower lash, let's go on ahead and make it nice and smoky with this shimmer. And then I just added some mascara to complete the look. Now that I've created 4 looks with this palette, I don't think I would recommend it. I know, it's a lot of effort just to make some shades pop. A lot of the mattes are super chalky. I found myself really needing a pack, and then super lightly blend. Kind of annoying in a way because I feel like I'm gonna be wasting a lot of product by doing that. Some of the shimmers are lackluster. This one I'm a little sad about. This one's not bad. But some of these duochrome shades, like this green and this white, I really enjoyed in the inner corners. I guess if you really wanted a pastel palette in your collection and with spring being around the corner, I don't think this is bad for the many shades that you get at the price point, because Ofra has a 9-pan one, and I also tried Milani's Gilded Pastel, which had 15 shades, but I still think that this gives you a lot to work with if this is something that you really, really want. I definitely think that all the pastel shades I would ever need I could find in my ColourPop monochromatic palettes, and I really like the quality of those shadows and how they built up. That would be my alternate, but I see the upside of just having this palette and all the shades right here and accessible instead of dipping into other palettes. I know, gorgeous packaging, gorgeous color story, but it's just a lot of effort just to create some looks. But I think that also might be just a formulation of pastels, them being so light, it's going to be very hard to make these pop. I would love to know if you picked up this palette, what looks did you create? What are some good color combinations that you found? How your experience has been with this? It's a lot of work for me. And if you didn't pick up this pastel palette, which one did you pick up? And I would love to know how it worked out for you. Also, I have my February giveaway currently open right now. If you have subscribed and entered the giveaway already, don't forget to leave a comment on this video for your additional bonus entry. If you haven't subscribed or entered yet, do so. There will be a link in the description of all the other rules how to enter. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and if you don't, I appreciate your view anyways, and I'll see you in the next video.